We think Ant Glasgow Jr. may have gone all hip-hop on us as he takes fishing Britain along the canals in the centre of Manchester. Maybe we should have brought along some spray cans rather than our fishing gear. It seems that not only tagging hip-hoppers dwell around these parts, he says follow your nose, and you might even find an elusive lesser shouty drunk under the bridge too. Once the thriving arteries that were a superhighway of industry now awash with the litter of the fast-paced cities above, these waterways still hold plenty of life in them. We are urban perch fishing, which seems to be rising in fashion all over the country.
So this urban fishing lark's getting even more popular now. You're seeing more and more people do it. It's in magazines, and I think it's just easy for someone to just grab a box of lures, a few bits of rod, and just do one to your local canal, or like I have in the city centre, and there's still fish here to be caught. Some of these urban places with traffic and graffiti and dirty syringes and all sorts knocking about, it's a shame. All that is a shame, but at the end of the day, if you're from the city, you have to put up with that. You're never going to escape it. And yeah, there's some cracking fish to be caught here, and you can dive on the bus, dive on the tram, jump in the car, come here, catch a few perch, do one back home. It's natural for me to come down here and see a hobo under the bridge and just step over the top of him and just carry on drop shot fishing. That's the kind of stuff that I've grew up doing, I knew there'd be one under this bridge. That is brilliant. I mean, the gear that I've come here today is just a small, ultralight, 6'3", 0 to 5 gram rod, small little reel, a 6-pound braid on there, and I'm fishing for perch. There's a small fluorocarbon leader on there. If there's a lot of pike in the area, then I'll put a wire trace on. And the secret with this urban street fishing lark is keep on the move all the time. You've got to find where the fish are. Now 9 out of 10, you'll be getting a lot of roach and prey fish feeding under these bridges, because you've got to use your noggin. You get the pigeons that in the water, and that attracts obviously the fish feeding on the bits and pieces, and then that attracts the perch. So bridges, for that reason, are always the first places where I start. If there's nothing there, then I'll head on further down the river or further down the canal, and just got to keep on the move. Now that was sexy. Whoa. I'm thinking that's just pure neglection, and that to me looks like perch heaven. It stinks down there, mate. You see that polluted water sign? That's perch heaven. But it definitely is a biohazard to humans. There's feces and all sorts down there, and trust me, they ain't from an animal.
So I think it's best we move on, right into the heart of the city, where the perch have an expensive dockside apartment and easy commute to work. This seems a little cleaner, well presented, tidy. Oh, well, it's gritty stuff like this that attracts the insects, which attract the bait fish, and then completing the food chain, in come the perch and pike. These stripy little beggars love popping out for sushi at lunchtime with their work colleagues, and it looks like shrimps on today's menu. Ant goes for the drop shot method, as this tiny dock is around 7.5 meters deep. The large jig head will get the jelly shrimp down to the bottom fast, and as he moves along the bridge, jigging the end of the rod, the shrimp will look like it's scuttling along the bottom. This dock is right in the centre of the city and must have thousands of people walking over it every day, completely oblivious to what lies beneath, and it takes a keen-eyed urban warrior like Ant G to sniff them out.
Check that little guy out. This is a place where you would normally walk across and wouldn't think there was fishing there. I just dropped this guy down and woof, he nailed that. You know, awesome. So there you have it, last fish of the day, a real urban perch. I just put that shrimp right under that bridge there and whack, little fatter, he's beautiful. So perch are awesome, they're crazy, they're always hungry, they remind me of me. And you know what the best thing is? They live right here in my city.